There's been a lot of talks about reboots and laying off the showrunners and replacing them after the Emmy season. Not sure what's going to happen yet. What I do know is the ratings for Rings of Power have not been super impressive. They've lost viewership every episode, which does not indicate a healthy show. And I would expect that next season you're going to see a large dip because there's going to be a long hiatus between season 1 and season 2. So the rumors that have been swirling is that they're going to replace the showrunners and they're going to try to be more canonical with the history and what they do with this show. And you seem to have the showrunners out now trying to do some kind of damage control to save their jobs so that they don't end up on the street like so many other people before them. Though I think they'll be fine. In Hollywood, there's a long history of failing upwards. So if you do a show and it's complete dog shit, most of the time you'll get a new job. Like, wow, you did an amazing job making that show pure trash. You're exactly the person that I need to make this show. So they'll probably be fine. But this is the latest thing. Now it's please give the show another chance. Next time it's going to be canon. Next time it's going to be more accurate. Lord of the Rings of Power showrunners promised the second season of their show will be canonical to Tolkien's work despite nearly a year of promising that for the first season, and those promises ultimately being revealed as lies that everyone who watched the creatively bankrupt first season can attest. That's true. They ran around for a long time saying this is for Tolkien fans. We're going to follow canon. Tolkien's word is law. We would never want to disappoint Tolkien. And then what happened? We all saw the show. It was a pile of shit. Garbage. Said canon, what's that? Threw it out the window. Oh, there's old Hallbrand. The guy, the master stroke of genius, as Deadline said. Deadline, I believe it was Deadline. If not, it was one of the show me. They're all the same anyway. Was saying that this master genius writing is the best ever. Whoa, didn't see that Hellbrand twist coming. Like, who are you fooling? Everybody saw that twist coming. Everybody saw that twist coming. It just shows you how awful the writers are. They're shit. Speaking with the Hollywood Reporter ahead of the first season's final, showrunner Patrick McKay detailed what viewers can expect of the second season. He said, Season 2 has a canonical story. There may well be viewers who are like, this is the story we're hoping to get in Season 1. In Season 2, we're giving it to them.
You serious?
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure this time it's gonna be right. Wait, come back. Come back. We're gonna give you the show. We said you were gonna get the first time. No one's buying this shit anymore. You know what this sounds like to me? Damage control. After all the rumors that are flying around now about reboots and new showrunners and all this stuff, it looks to me like the showrunners are trying to run just a little bit, just a tad of damage control. Maybe keep their jobs, not have to worry about that. Because I'm sure they want to be attached to this job. There's a lot of prestige to be attached to a Lord of the Rings job. A lot of prestige there. However, I don't know if they're going to be able to save their job. This could all end up to be false and things could go on as normal. I don't know. I do think there are some interesting questions raised on the performance of this show, the budget of this show. This article's headline, The Rings of Power failed dramatically with handling its budget. I'm sure that this show went way over budget. And this has to do with the fact that they brought in a bunch of nobodies who have never ran a show before. What the hell do they know about cutting costs? If you have a more experienced showrunner, they can do things that can cut down costs. And they know a few tricks here and there to cut down on budget. But these guys, they didn't do that. They don't know how to balance a budget like this. This is the most expensive show ever made. And look what they did with it. Most expensive show ever made, and it looks like cheap shit. The sets look bad. The armor looks bad. All the stuff looks too new. None of it looks old. Looks like something from a theater production. All that money. Where did it go? Where did it go? By the way, they're in some trouble with New Zealand. Apparently, they just left their shit all over the place and just left garbage all over New Zealand. And they're not supposed to do that. New Zealand is beautiful, beautiful country. Beautiful landscapes, beautiful, beautiful views, beautiful everything. I mean, look at this picture. This is New Zealand. It's a beautiful place. That's why a lot of stuff gets made there. But I guess these guys, they just left garbage all over the place. They filmed their season and they left shit everywhere. Here's from somebody that worked on the set there. If huge corporations want to come to this country and use the beauty that's here to preserve the beauty, says Joe, who worked on multiple large productions, they're getting tax cuts, and then we're left with all of their trash. It's heartbreaking. I feel like New Zealanders are being completely taken advantage of. Mountains of waste. Mountains of waste. So they just dismantled sets and left them all over the place and crushed them and left them all over the place, left garbage everywhere. Not doing a very good job of keeping your carbon footprint down, are you now, Amazon? Not doing a very good job of that. Say it's a huge problem, then they were one of the worst. They were one of the worst offenders. Seems like Jeff's going to have to get this under control. I'm surprised that there's not a lot of backlash for it, to be honest. The Guardian's the only outlet that's covered this. You would think that if they were so concerned about it, they would be taking Amazon through the ringer, but of course they're not. Because they only push on, the only time these people push any of these climate things and changes and rules is it's on you or me. Never for Amazon. Those changes all have to be on your level, not on the giant corporations level. They can just leave trash and garbage all over New Zealand when they shoot there. No problem. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and my locals, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.